Let me finish. You spoke.
I'm
giving it to you. But
I said waving the pom-poms.
But that's
I wasn't
how I
waving
felt.
the pom-poms.
No, I didn't say now. I didn't say now.
Okay.
I was saying weeks ago.
Okay.
All right? That's how I felt about it. And then you and I got into it. That's number 2. Number 3, I'm going to repeat myself again. I have been complaining about Kyrie Irving commitment, and I can validate it. Let me tell you something right now. KD signed his extension, right? KD signed his extension. James Harden has an extension that he can sign anytime he wants to. There was $196 million on the table for Kyrie Irving. Let me ask you this question, Jay, because I know you know. You think that $196 million going to be available to Kyrie come January?
No.
You damn right it ain't. And why? Not because of this. Because there's a history.
I understand
that he can't be trusted.
But you're talking to me about business down the line. You're not being. How
but that's my position about Kyrie.
But how could you not? How could you not separate the pandemic as its own thing? Because your reasoning to me, you said it live on the show. If it wasn't this, it would have been something, Jay. But this is something massive, Stephen A.
Because while the pandemic was going on,
it's still going on.
Come on, yes. While the pandemic, I was just making the point last year. While the pandemic was going on, there was a riot at the U.S. Capitol. And the same Kyrie that knew there was a pandemic then used the riots as an excuse to take off and then was partying with his sister. So what I'm saying to you is that there's inconsistencies with this guy.
He's saying it's a pattern of events. It's not the isolated incident and why he has the ire towards Kyrie Irving versus Aaron Rodgers.
You're bypassing that is what I'm trying to say. You're just looking at this, and I understand.
I guess outside of this, is there validity to his point? Kyrie not wanting to play.
Yeah, I've never said that there wasn't validity to that.
To say that he doesn't want to play.
I never said that there wasn't validity to it. All I'm saying is that regardless of what happened in the past, you have to look at this particular situation as an outlier.
I give it to Jay.
This is unprecedented in history since
I'll stop right there.
The 1920s.
Jay, if you're talking about just the vaccine, the pandemic, Jay's right. But I'm saying to you, that's not what I'm talking about when I talk about Kyrie.
Okay.
I am not talking about the vaccine. I'm talking about a man that I believe finds an excuse to work when he wants. He doesn't want to answer. People are beneath him. He's above them, and he wants to do what he wants to do while you got your hand out for somebody else's mouth.
Last thing, wait, hold on. Last thing before we wrap this up.
Right.
Do you think that Aaron Rodgers is receiving fair criticism?
I think that Aaron Rodgers, yes, because it's only going to intensify. It just started this morning, and it's going to intensify as the hours and days go on because he got caught in a bold-faced lie, and I said it brings everything into question about Aaron Rodgers, and it's only going to intensify.
Jay,
go back to 2018, Winston Moss got fired because he said everything here is always about number 12. There's been a history here, too, now. Okay. Maybe not to the degree it's been for Kyrie Irving, but there's been a history around Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers and where he sees himself as opposed to other people.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Aaron Rodgers is trying to play football. Kyrie Irving trying to be an activist.
All right.
Oh, my.
You know that. Exceptional debate representing both sides.
It's a fact.
Appreciate you both.
It's a fact. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.